This should be interesting. I'm pretty confident this is some psyop. I mean, let's keep it real, but let's watch the clip first and see exactly what this guy's got to say. Harris Faulkner's questioning him. She's a Fox News reporter. You know, I don't know what to make of dude. He kind of looks like he's related to Anderson Cooper or something. Just take the glasses off. I don't believe him. I don't believe what he's saying. I think he's so full of shit. I mean, come on now. Keep it real. This is not the drone thing. I mean, the size of SUVs flying over houses, that's a lot to take in, right? So like I said, let's watch this clip and we'll go from there. All right. I think we're going to watch the clip. Now I'm getting used to this.
Member of the House Judiciary Committee on the Hill right now. How do you address this at this point?
Well, here's the real deal, Harris. You know, I'm also on the Transportation Committee, on the Aviation Subcommittee, and I've gotten to know people. And from very high sources, very qualified sources, very responsible sources, I'm going to tell mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones. It's everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. It could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they.
Wow. Now, did you hear what this guy said? Motherships? Iran flew motherships they bought from China all the way over to America. He said there's a large one off the East Coast. Like, we're going to allow that? I mean, this is just preposterous. This is one of them. They're looking for a reason to go to war with Iran. That's what this is all about. That's truly what this is all about. There's this global conflict going on where it involves oil, it involves currencies, it involves ideologies, religions, so many factors. It's so complicated, right? And the ones that actually have it right and their societies are functioning pretty smooth, I hate saying this, you may not agree, but go look it up. Russia, for instance, doesn't have all the issues and problems we have here in America when it comes to morals and ethics and just their ideologies in general. They don't abort 9-month-old babies. They don't run around doing the weird stuff that we do here in America with the, like, nudity in public and just, you can't do all that off the wall. There ain't people smearing poop. Display giant murals of martyred criminals like here in America. Wow. It blows my mind to think that they believe we're this stupid still. Listen, whatever off-brand Anderson Cooper politician you are with whatever intent is truly there is to try to get us to go to war with Iran so that we all get mad. Listen, we're past that. Ever since 9/11, we've really woke up as a society, and we keep waking up, and they're done almost with all their boogeyman stuff. We know now that there's no real boogeyman, only the one they make up. So if they keep a boogeyman, they keep a fear tactic, they keep this fear-mongering going, then they can still have control and keep us divided and keep us away from what the true intent is, which is to rule, and that they know what's best for us and the rest of the world. That's not how this operates. Imagine if America shut its borders down and shut down like North Korea, right? And said, you know what? Because we're self-sustainable. And we say, you know, we're just dealing with us. We're done with the world. I don't see what would really happen there. I mean, we could still operate in a world market. pushing our ideologies on others, country-wise. Let these other countries war it out, battle it out, whatever. Just keep that whole mentality of fuck around and find out, America style. Like, you know, I don't fault at all what's going on in the Middle East between Israel and now they're rolling into Syria. They're really making a statement that fuck around and find out. This is not the 1800s. It's not the 1400s. It's not ancient times when you were able to go into a city and behead children and rape women. Now there's cameras and shit. There's no excuse for it. There's no past sins that absolve them of going to do this. There's no martyrism. There's no 72 fucking virgins in heaven. And none of that's real. And these people are so wrapped up in it that they believe it, and they will go dig a tunnel into another country out of pure hate and despise these people for past sins, mind you, or whatever it may be. Everybody's hands are dirty as human beings. These people have lost their minds. They flew in on... I'm still worked up about that, honestly. I think that that was such a crock of shit that America actually had people out here in the streets marching to say, hey, yeah, we're on the side of these people that went and beheaded children and raped women on camera. Beyond me. Ban me. Strike me, whatever, because I'm running this through multiple platforms right now. And I know how they operate. Say certain words, they flag you, they go in, they look at it. I mean, I'm hoping that society has taken such a swing because not only has the old world ideas have not died all the way. There's still people alive, and there's still people in my generation that hold true core values and principles when it comes to how you treat others and how you're supposed to respect society as you walk through it. Like, I mean, it's nothing wrong with picking up some garbage. There's nothing wrong with taking 30 extra steps to throw something away. There's nothing wrong with flushing the toilet, the urinal. All these things that people are rebellious about and don't do bleed in further through their life. That's why most of them are in misery and suffering and turmoil and all that. They can't shed it, so they're just going to walk through with a grudge through life. And then they find another party or ideology that suits theirs, such as the Democrats, and they just align with them and say, hey man, you know what, I want to burn something, I want to tear something up, I'm mad at myself, I'm mad at the world, and they move forward with that way of thinking and stuff. And it's, people have got to back up, and we have. Look, for instance, they're almost done with the race baiting. There's still a lot of people out here that are on that race shit still. Okay? We're all human beings. I just watched the whole thing last night, and when I share this information, people are going to be like, oh man, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Science and numbers and facts can't lie. Just like, that's why the Democrats lost this last election, was because they really tried to tell people that, hey, science doesn't matter. You could be born anything you want. No, you can't. You're either a man or a woman, period. These idiots got people running around convinced in their mind that they're the opposite gender and they were born that way at birth and it was just a mistake. Wow. Women and men in each other's bathrooms, all that shit. The sports, the pushing the stuff on children, that's why they lost. They went too far. They were like, you know what, we'll just unchain this and see how many... America, we fucked it up so bad, I think we got enough of these people to ride with us on this, and we'll play the race card this time. We'll get celebrities to go out there and... Nothing. That's how, I mean, they couldn't fool us this time. That's why Donald Trump won the popular vote, the electoral vote, swing states. I mean, it was a landslide. The House, the Senate, everything. Why? Because everybody got fed up. More people of color voted this year than any, because they are done with it. You have so many different people of color that are either business owners or people that are paying their bills, people that are really functioning in society, and they see the rest of the people that aren't, they get pissed off. I worked for one of my brothers. Amazing man, right? He used to be in the streets and made a little bit of money, but then he realized like what was going on here. So, you know, he's always educating himself too. That's something I always respect about this guy. And he started wearing like camo and started driving like trucks, and him and his blood brother, they, you know, started working together on some business stuff, started a business, and they branch off, go on their own ways. But I would be riding with him in the truck, and we would ride through neighborhoods where there was a bunch of people doing nothing but blocking the fucking street. Like literally able-bodied young men, 20s, early 30s, ripped up, right? I mean, these dudes look like they've been athletes their whole life, right? Driving by and all they're doing is drinking and smoking and cussing and causing all these problems. Like we couldn't get through one day, and when they moved to the side a little bit so he could get by, he's driving a diesel, he hit the woo and smoked them out, and was telling me like, yes, these niggas right here, po, that I can't stand. Like, look at us, we out here working, what are they doing? And I was like, I don't know what they doing. They're doing their own thing, but still, you got to deal with that while you move through society. And then people going to hate because you want to be positive and preach a good message. How does that pan out? It doesn't. You got to wake up sooner or later. You know, you could go biblical with references. There's so many ways you can explain this. Like when I was a child, I act as a child. Then you can look through like some real science stuff. I'm about to bounce all around here. Some science stuff where when you started smoking marijuana or doing any kind of mind-altering substance, you're stuck at that age when you start doing it until it hinders your mental progress. And that's true. There's no debating that. There's no, you know, I think I can just smoke pot around my infant all through life and my child's going to grow up and fine. No, it's not. That's why you separate things like that. They call them guilty pleasures or whatever. Go take your pot smoking away from the kids. You know, I'm even on that with the cigarettes and all that. And cigarettes, don't even get me started on that shit. For what? For what? And I smoke cigarettes. Inhale hot air for what? Nicotine is doo-doo McFart butt. I'm all jacked up on nicotine. I mean, you might get bored, you might look for something, but there's other, do a couple push-ups instead of smoking a cigarette. Now, let me back up, because I smoke pot when I have it, but it literally, I feel something from it when I do. We have got to move forward as a society and wake up from the government's constant pulling the wool over our eyes. Like, no, you're not going to do it no more. We know that these drones that are flying over there are probably you guys or something. They have lights all on the bottom of them. You mean they're going to do some secret operations in New Jersey? New Jersey? Oh, we're going to go fly drones over New Jersey. I mean, I know there's a giant hub there for internet, giant servers of some kind there. They do have a spot there that's like high tech, and you know, that runs the East Coast for whatever purpose. I mean, I could see them even trying to say, hey, and everybody knows these installations are there. You can look them up. Why not try to pull that? This idiot says that Iran bought motherships from China and technology, but they just left the lights on the bottom of them and flew them over. And then they didn't even make a statement like, hey, we got this stuff and we flew them over New Jersey so we could scare the gangsters. I mean, New Jersey. Come on, man. This is ludicrous. Ugh. How long was that?